Well, from churches to schools, abuse and bullying are two things seem more and more prevalent across our country and in our schools. Statistics show nearly 200,000 children skip school every day because of fear of bullying. But the fight to change that is not easy.
John Harrell is an author and victim of childhood abuse. He also works he's the chairman of the board of an organization called Rachel's Challenge, and he's here to tell us more about the work that you do and how parents really can play more of a role also. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to be here.
And so let's first talk about Rachel Joy Scott, who this organization is named after, the first child killed, I shouldn't say teenager, killed during Columbine.
Well, she was a child.
Yeah, yeah. So tell us a little bit about her and how her legacy lives on through this.
Sure, thank you. Rachel was a normal 17-year-old girl like a lot of kids with ups and downs like they have. However, she was a unique child, and her dad, Daryl, and stepmom, Sandy, really didn't know this about her until after her death. Rachel reached out to 3 different groups of kids at school. Kids who were new to school, kids who were getting picked on, and special needs students. And she didn't care about being popular, she cared about making an impact. She wrote a paper about 2 months before her death called My Ethics, My Codes of Life. And in that paper, she wrote, I have this theory that if one person goes out of their way to show compassion, it will start a chain reaction of the same. You never know how far a little kindness can go. And so Rachel's Challenge, the organization, has been, Rachel's story has been seen and experienced by over 29 million people worldwide. Sadly, 17-year-olds die every day. This one continues on. So it's her story was not, her death was not in vain. Her death there's so much good that's come out of it. We get letters, Facebook messages from kids every year, hundreds of them, kids who are going to take their own lives until they heard Rachel's story.
And these stories, what you do, Rachel's Challenge, goes to different schools and also even different colleges and businesses and teaches her kind of chain of kindness. Tell us, when you say Rachel's Challenges, what are some of the challenges?
Sure. Be kind to others. Lead with compassion. Don't be prejudiced. Eliminate prejudice, because prejudice means you prejudge somebody. When I give inspirational speeches, it's not about Rachel's Challenge, but other things. I always ask people, so anybody have people that bring out the best in you? And raise your hand and say, do you ever have somebody that brings out the worst in you? And I say, don't look at them, but raise your hand. And the truth is, that person, you may not even know them well, but they remind you of someone who you did not care for. They did not treat you kindly. So you can prejudge. And I believe we need to eliminate prejudgment and just take people as they are and look for the good in others. I mean, that's one of her challenges. Look for the good in others. Sometimes you have to look pretty hard to find good in some people. But if we can connect with others, truly look and see the heart of somebody, don't try to be unified with them, or unity and diversity are actually more divisive than anything else. Try to genuinely connect with somebody. Look at the heart of that person. See them for who they are, not who they may want you to see that they are, but who they truly are. Then we connect with those people. And I think that can go a long way to cure a lot of the divisiveness our world is experiencing.
What is your advice for parents? You write about how you were abused by your father when you were younger, but
and my mother.
Yeah, and you also but you also say, it's specifically fathers, it's important for them to be in the home. What is your advice for parents who might see that their child is a bully or is being bullied?
Get involved. Don't be afraid to look at your kids for who they are. And if they're demonstrating bullying behavior, because there's no real bully, it's just bullying behavior, and the bully is the most scared person in the room, find out why. Get involved, talk with them, listen to them more importantly. See, any child and any adult needs to know you care. If you can capture the heart of a child, they'll give you everything else. But talk to them, let them know you care. Fatherless homes is the worst malady that we have in all 3 major demographics. It is horrible for whites, African Americans, and Hispanics. Fatherless homes, 69% of youth suicides are kids from fatherless homes. 75% of rapists are kids from fatherless homes. That doesn't mean single parents. It means some boy, I won't call him a man, some boy fathers a child and then abandons that child. And this is the result of what happens there. So you've got to get involved. Don't turn a blind eye.
And think it's not my family, because it happens to everyone. John, thank you so much for being here and sharing your story and also Rachel's story in the organization.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very honored.
Thank you for being here.